E. How is everyone doing today? Hope this might be a bit early, uh, because I have a collab I'm doing at 2, and I'm not exactly sure how long that's going to be. So maybe this was too early. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. We'll just figure that out. Hold on, let me just adjust a few things. How are we all today? Hold on. Anyway. Oh, hello, Mainline Productions. You've taken no other choice out of Best Picture. I think it's still in. Again, all it is, and we'll talk about the shortlists and stuff, but it's also just like, it's also just like, it's just not big in tech. It was, because here's the thing. Why would No Other Choice get Critics' Choice for Adapted Screenplay if that wasn't going to go further? That's my thing. Because it's like, if it's going to, because like the Critics' Choice don't like international films. And if they're going to, then surely the Oscars will. Surely. And so with that, and at that point, why not just nominate it for Best Picture at that point? So I think it's still gonna happen. Again, like if it misses adapted screenplay, or even hell, if it misses best film, the best film 5, no, not best film 5, the best film 10 at BAFTA. Okay, if it misses that, then it's kind of done. Just recently watched One Battle After Another. It's PTA's best film since There Will Be Blood. Absolutely loved it. I'm glad you loved it, but I disagree. I think There Will Be Blood is significantly better. Hey, hello, Amon Castro. I'm not putting in Train Dreams because I'm afraid it'll be Sing Sing all over again. I think it does have a better case to make than Sing Sing, especially given the amount of nominations it can get. And it is stronger, but yeah, like it just is tough. It's just kind of tough right now. I don't think the shortlist hurt No Other Choice, but I think other movies like Begonia and Train Dreams are stronger. Well, to be fair, like Train Dreams didn't do that great at the Golden Globes. It did a little bit better than Sing Sing, but also just like at BAFTA. BAFTA's gonna love No Other Choice, at least more than Train Dreams. Like, I could see No Other Choice making the BAFTA Best Film 10 over Train Dreams. And I will say and this is something we'll kind of talk about, and also and one thing I'll actually do is oh man, I can't put in any. I can't start a I can't start a what's the word I'm looking for? I can't start a goal for I can't start a goal for super chats and whatnot. A polemic question. I'm not sure what polemic means. In this season, the foreigners' movies are better than U.S. movies. I don't know. It's kind of it's a case by case basis. So it's like I don't really think international films are inherently better or worse than U.S. films. But I will say I think the international films are like much stronger than they've ever been. I'll say that. I mean, the fact that they're actually getting in major categories in award shows that don't normally like international films is a pretty big sign. Like the fact that Wagner Moura got into Best Actor at Critics' Choice. What was it? Surat making 5 Oscar shortlists. And then there's like, No Other Choice at Critics' Choice getting adapted screenplay, and obviously Sentimental Valley is doing extremely well. And then it was just an accident, which is pretty much locked in for a Best Picture and Director nomination. So yeah. Is Project Hail Mary more likely for production design or visual effects? I don't know. I'm going to say visual effects for now because the production design isn't standing out to me that much. But yeah. Polemic would be controversial. Oh. But let's see. But yeah, I will. But even so, it is weird that I can't put in like a super chat goal. But like I said, guys, if you want to be a member, it's only $2 a month, or you can gift memberships. You can do that, and plus, we're trying to get some more money going in before the end of December, so that when we get our January money, it's looking pretty good. So if we can do that, that would be great. Did you watch any Movie Wise video? No, I'm probably not gonna watch Movie Wise. I'm gonna be real. I'm already too busy as is. But let's see. I will say one thing that is pleasantly surprising me, is that. Let me just how well how well Sinners is doing in winning precursors. Like, my God. Like, that is really, really cool. Like, One Battle After Another has 21 wins. It's doing very well right now, but Sinners is very solidly at number 2 with 10. And it does make me wonder if there's a chance it could, I want to say that maybe there's a chance that it could beat Hamnet at the Golden Globes, but at the same time, it didn't max out on Golden Globe nominations, really. Like, it's still, you could tell the Golden Globes didn't love Sinners as much as, the Critics' Choice Awards did, because the Golden Globes did not nominate Wunmi Masaku for Supporting Actress. Whereas with Hamnet, it did just about as well as it should have. Like, it didn't really overperform, it didn't underperform, it was just a very solid contender. Is Leo above Timothy now or not? I have no idea. Because that's another thing, and I will say that this is something that's also fascinating me. Best Actor. Michael B. Jordan. Michael B. Jordan is leading critics' wins for Best Actor. Now, do I think this is going to happen at the Oscars ultimately? No, I don't think so. But I will say that is very good for the film. That is very good for the film. And not just the film, but him as well. I mean, my God. The fact that he's leading the critic wins right now. And that's part of the reason why I did put him back in for for lead actor. Why put him back in the top 5? Because it's like the fact that. Because the one thing I was worried about with Sinners was that it was going to become Barbie. You know, it was going to get nominated for a ton of stuff, but it's probably not going to win a ton of stuff. And people weren't going to take it seriously. But people are taking Sinners seriously as a real contender. As a real contender that can actually win awards. Like, wow. And this is amazing what's going on with Sinners right now. And even with, like, you know, original screenplay. Like, Marty Supreme and Sentimental Value, they're not even, like, they're basically footnotes. The 2 contenders to win are either Sinners or Accident. It's not going to be Marty Supreme or Sentimental Value. Because, like, what I'm thinking happens with the Globes is that Accident wins Golden Globe and BAFTA, and Sinners wins Critics' Choice and Writers Guild. Which is going to make things a little bit hard to predict because on one hand, having Critics' Choice and Writers Guild, that's a pretty good combo to have if you want to win screenplay. But however, it's like Accident's also not nominated at the Critics' Choice Awards, and it's not going to be eligible for the Writers Guild Awards. So it's like, can it actually be beat by Sinners? I have no idea. Honestly, I'm scared about Michael B. Jordan at the Globes because of Sinners. However, I hope the prediction of Gold Derby will be correct and Wagner wins. I mean, I haven't seen The Secret Agent yet. But hey, honestly, if Michael B. Jordan wins the Globe, that is, again, that could potentially help for a a Sinners upset at the Oscars. Let's go. Let's like, we don't need one battle after another winning Best Picture. Let's have Sinners win Best Picture. This is how it rebounds. But yeah. Number 1, Timmy. Number 2, DiCaprio. Number 3, Hawk. Number 4, Mora. Number 5, Michael B. Jordan. And number 6, Joel Edgerton. Alright. At the Sentinel Idol Awards, they nominated One Battle After Another as a drama, and Sorry Baby and Father, Mother, Sister, Brother as comedies. Huh, that's weird. Should have never taken Jordan out of the top 5? Maybe we shouldn't. Michael B. Jordan's totally getting in. How is that debatable? Well, it's not debatable now, because again, he's actually winning stuff. He's actually winning over Leo and Timothy. Now, granted, it is a pretty close race. It's not a complete runaway with the category. But still, the fact that he's doing this well this early is a good sign for the film. It's a very good sign for the film. And hopefully this can be a situation where, you know, Sinners does well initially. You know, it starts to do well in the initial precursors, but then people start to get tired of it, and like, it's winning everything. Let's go with something else. And then the same thing happens with La La Land or Boyhood or Social Network, and then we get a Sinners win. Let's go. I hope we can have a Sinners win. I'm not predicting it right now, obviously, but I hope we can have that. I hope we will get that. Do you watch Hell of a Boss or Has Been Hotel? No, I have not. I see you guys' chats, but for some reason on my chat highlight thing, it's taking a while to update. I don't know why it's doing that. It's kind of weird. Amy Madigan with the pretty big lead. It's weird because, like, I don't think anyone really knows what to do. I wouldn't say it's a big lead right now. She does not have a big lead. Like, Tiana Taylor still is only like maybe like 3 points behind with 8. And Wonmi Masaku has a lot of wins as well, which is again very, very good. So it's like, it's not like Amy Madigan is like walking away with this. And again, if One Battle After Another is winning Best Picture, I'm probably predicting Tiana Taylor for Best Supporting Actress. I feel like Jordan will win the Astra for Lead Drama Actor, certainly, and Sinners is winning SAG Ensemble. Okay, now, I think One Battle's winning SAG Ensemble, but if Sinners did win SAG Ensemble, ooh, then watch out for PGA. Actually, wait, no. PGA comes before. if I'm not mistaken, I think PGA this year comes before SAG. So I guess, like, we want... Because I feel like if we wanted, you know... If we wanted the Sinners Ensemble to help pull it into Best Picture, then Sinners would need to win SAG, and then it would win PGA. Because that's usually the kind of path that happens, so... And just a side note, congrats on your pronunciation of Wagner Moura's name. It's flawless, almost a Brazilian guy. Haha. Thank you. Like I've just like been here, like, cause I was pretty sure it wasn't Wagner Moura. I was like, it's probably not Wagner. So I was like, so I looked up like how to pronounce the name. I was like, okay, so it's Wagner Moura. Cool. Yeah. What's your thoughts on Disclosure Day, Spielberg's new movie? Okay. Disclosure Day. That is this... Oops. Hold on. Let me just, Yeah, Disclosure Day is interesting because... like, already there's, like, so much mystery in the film, like, as is, and I'm really all for it. Hold on a second, let me just, let me just pull up the poster. Yeah, Disclosure Day. Well, for one, I do love how on the poster, it just says... Spielberg. Like, not a Steven Spielberg film. Like, not even any of the actors' names. It's just Spielberg. I love that. Like, oh my god. Like, the bro has, like, so much clout right now. It's insane. But, you know... Disclosure Day, I'm really excited for it. And honestly, I might be predicting it for Best Picture next year, because it doesn't look like it's going to be like a big action film or something like that. It looks like it's going to be closer to something like, you know, Close Encounters of a Third Kind or Arrival, where it's like taking a kind of serious look at aliens and stuff. And if it's that kind of film, I don't see any reason to doubt Spielberg at that point. I agree that Sinners will probably win SAG, and yeah, I'm not. Let's face it, we're not calling it the Actor Awards. It's just SAG. If not that, Marty Supreme. Well, why can't One Battle After Another win? You know, SAG Ensemble. It can vary. I'm not saying it should, but I'm saying, why can't One Battle After Another win? Especially if it's winning Best Picture. It can absolutely win SAG Ensemble. Does this sum Oscar-y to you? I'm not sure what you mean by that. I'm sorry. Sorry, does this sound Oscar-y to you, Disclosure Day? Oh, yeah, I think it does. Again, it looks like it's taking, like, the alien thing seriously. It looks like it's going to be more of a dramatic push. Obviously, there's going to be some text involved. But it's like... I do feel like Disclosure Day is going to be a bit more Oscar-y than, like, you know... Like, I think we're headed for Oscar bait Spielberg. And, oh my god... I just want to take a look at this. Look at this, guys. Oh my god. Look at that. Look at the lens flares. Janusz Kaminski. I love your cinematography. Like, god. I love the way the way he's able to have this kind of a shot with people's phones. It's like Janusz Kaminski is like one of the best cinematographers out there. He has this classic look to his cinematography, and yet finds new ways to elevate it. Oh my god, I love it. Flamin' Hot, which received an Oscar nomination for a Diane Warren song, was nominated at the Argos Awards as a film made for television. How could that happen? Well, probably because maybe at the to be fair, it's the Astra Awards, so like, do we really care about the Astra Awards? But it's also like, you know, at the Oscars they probably like did the very bare minimum requirement of releasing it in like a couple theaters for like 2 weeks or so. So it's like, yeah. I'm happy Wicked for Good is bouncing back. Cinematography mentioned. What's going on with? Ah, no, come on, fuck you, stop. Not you. I'm talking about this stupid thing. But it's like, I don't think Wicked for Good is bouncing back because yeah, it got on like 8 shortlists, but also keep in mind these are shortlists that like it was kind of expected to get. Like, yeah, in a list of 15 songs, like, yeah, like the Wicked songs are going to get in. Sound, visual effects, that makes sense. Makeup, obviously makeup, yeah. And then, you know, you have, what was it, cinematography, which again, that's a list of 16 films. So it's like, that makes sense. Casting, it's like, Wicked's not really coming back. It just did as expected on the shortlists. Which, like, yeah, I just don't think it's really coming back. Oh, Artios! Okay, not the Casting Guild. Oh, okay. Thoughts on Digger? Yeah, that's the Alejandro Gonzalez Iñárritu movie. I don't know. I can't really be too excited, because, like, I don't know. I did not like Bardo. And look, I am a big fan of The Revenant. I was not really a fan of Bardo. I thought Bardo was like pretty pretentious and full of itself. I mean, the cinematography was gorgeous, but it's like, I don't know. And also there was the whole story that that came out about, you know, apparently people died on that set because Iñárritu didn't want to follow COVID safety protocols, and that kind of soured my mood on that guy forever. So, Could Grande, Paltrow, Dern, Blunt, and Taylor be the SAG 5 for their category? Dern is gone. Dern's not happening. No, not Dern. And Grande is a maybe, but again, Wicked for Good's just still not doing that great. I think if anyone's going to get in SAG, Wunmi Masaku for Sinners is like, if she got in at Critics' Choice, she's got to get in at SAG, considering SAG's going to love Sinners. When are your below the line Oscar predictions coming? Sometime next week before, yeah, probably before Christmas sometime. A Minecraft movie got 2 nominations at the Society of Composers and Lyricists Awards. Yeah, we could probably also talk about that as well. Do you think Avatar will get nominated for picture? No, it's kind of dead. People don't really care about this Avatar as much. It's like I have it in for just visual effects and sound, and even then, it's like there could be a world where it misses sound. Like even production design, I don't really have it in for production design because it's like from what I understand from the from the reviews, they don't really go anywhere that new. Like at least with Avatar: The Way of Water, you know, that was a film where they went to the water place, you know, the place with the oceans and stuff. And it was a completely new area that we hadn't seen from Pandora. From what we hear about, you know, A Fire and Ash, they don't really go anywhere that new. So it might... And keep in mind, Avatar: The Way of Water actually struggled a little bit to get, you know, to get into production design because it missed the BAFTA. So... Only predicting Dern because SAG is going to eat Jay Kelly up. Oh, nope. People are like, oh, here's the problem. The industry is already not liking Jay Kelly. The industry already does not like Jay Kelly. And if you want any proof for that, look at the fact that the only mention in the shortlists that Jay Kelly got was score. Like, wow. Like, no cinematography, no casting, only score, and that was score in a list of 20 films. the people don't like Jay Kelly. That's the people do not like Jay Kelly. It's not happening. I just can't. No. Are Avatar and No Other Choice dead? No Other Choice dead. I'm grieving Ann Lee. Avatar, yes. No Other Choice, no. Why are people suggesting that No Other Choice is dead? I mean, you could maybe debate if it's in Best Picture or not, but it's not dead. It's just not. Because, guys, No Other Choice is doing fine. It's doing fine. It got Best Picture, Musical or Comedy at the Golden Globes, Best Actor in a Musical or Comedy at the Golden Globes, and Adapted Screenplay at the Critics' Choice Awards. Like, they don't nominate international films for adapted screenplay that much. They just don't. Like, how can we say No Other Choice is dead? It's not dead. Is it as strong as, to maybe get into, like, a bunch of text and stuff? Probably not. But it's still doing just fine. It's just fine. Oh. Avatar 3 on its best day could make Selma Best Picture nod plus technical category victory. But here's the problem. Selma was doing okay in the precursors. It was doing okay. It got, I think, the Golden Globe drama nomination at that year. Also got director. And also David Oyelowo got Best Actor in a drama. And did very well at Critics' Choice. Again, Best Picture, Director, Lead Actor. It was doing pretty well. Now again, it ultimately only got 2 nominations, but again, it was doing okay. But Avatar 3, it hasn't gotten best in terms of the major precursors so far, Critics' Choice and Golden Globe. It didn't get for Best Picture. It didn't get nominated for Best Picture anywhere. I just don't see how you can predict. I agree with Avatar getting in with just a few texts. Not happy about it, but I see as a balance of international films and hits, Sinners, Avatar, Wicked for Good. No, here's the problem. You can't, in what world, where is, oh, well, hold on. Wait. Okay, for some reason it's not showing the little thing, but thank you, Leo Tennyson, for becoming a member. Thanks. But here's the problem. Where is Avatar going to show up for Best Picture in the precursors? Only PGA? Only PGA? Because it hasn't gotten Golden Globe. It hasn't gotten Critics' Choice. The second film didn't even get longlisted at BAFTA, so it's not going to get shortlisted here. And really, you'd be going off of only PGA, and I don't think that's good enough for a film like this. I don't think it's good enough. I don't think getting just PGA as a big action film or a big blockbuster where big blockbusters usually do well at PGA. I don't think that's good enough. It would have needed Critics' Choice or Golden Globe to get in. And with Wicked for Good, I genuinely can't see how Wicked for Good gets into Best Picture when it's already not doing as well as the first one by a landslide. Because even getting at Best Picture at Critics' Choice, all right, cool. It still underperformed. Did not get Adapted Screenplay, which the first film was nominated for. Did not get Director, which the first film won at Critics' Choice. And even Cynthia Erivo did not get in for Lead Actress. That is bad. And then at the Golden Globes, it lost Best Picture, Musical or Comedy to Blue Moon and Nouvelle Vague. Are we just going to ignore that was a really bad sign? I don't think it's about them trying to balance, international films with hits. It's no. And also, they're not going to think that way. With how many international films are doing well right now, you have to just look at it. The international films are doing super well, but also, you know, whereas, the blockbusters, they're not doing as well. So I really think we're just going to have Sinners, and that's going to be like the only big blockbuster we have in Best Picture. And even then, you still kind of have One Battle After Another, which is a kind of an action film of sorts. So it's like, yeah. The Dear Me song by Diane Warren is so terrible. This is the year to dump her, as I really think there are more than enough good songs to go around. I'm actually going to be putting up a tier list of the songs the songs in the short list. And I will say, this is not, having listened to all the songs, this has not been a great year for Best Original Song. There are so many songs that they could have picked, or they really should, or that should have been submitted, because like most of the songs I got in the short list are not great. Is F1 closer to Best Picture than Avatar? No, I'd still say. Then I don't know. It's tough because I feel like F1 has the potential to get in more categories, and it does have better reviews. But it's also just everyone knows it's not a Best Picture film. It's just not. So I don't know. I originally had F1 the movie and picture, and the shortlist gives me some hope. But again, it made shortlists where, like, again, in cinematography, all right, cool, it made cinematography and it made score. The cinematography shortlist this year was 16 films, and the score shortlist was 20 films. So it's like, I don't know. It could take the popular film with text from Wicked or Avatar, or maybe Sinners is just the only one. Maybe Sinners is just the only one. Like, what? Again, the blockbusters aren't doing as well, and the international films are. I don't think it's about them trying to balance it. They're just going to vote for what they want. And clearly what they want this year are the international films that are better acclaimed and people like them more. Just people like them more rather than the, rather than the blockbusters that got mid reviews. Where are the likes, you guys? Yeah, leave a like, leave a like, leave a super chat, get us membership, gift memberships, like help support the channel. I'm trying to get this stuff in, yeah, like I'm trying, like we gotta try to raise some YouTube money before the month is over. So let's go. Let's see. What was I about to say? Oh. But yeah, we could talk about the shortlist a little bit. Looking at, again, the fact that Surat got in 5 shortlists. Genuinely, how is the top 5 for international film not in whatever order? It was just an accident, sentimental value, The Secret Agent, No Other Choice, and Surat. I know people are trying to say, oh, I don't know, maybe something could miss. It's like, I don't know if they can get 4 neon films in. It's like, God, like, it's like, with this kind of a showing, you have to just, no other films are doing as well as the 5 neon films in international film. They're all just doing perfectly well. Thoughts on Weapon's downfall? Downfall? How could it have a downfall if it wasn't there to begin with? Yuck, 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 yuck. It's like, of course, Weapons was not gonna be an awards thing. I told everyone it wasn't. The fact that Song Sung Blue got cinematography over Avatar, yeah. It's just, yeah. I mean, yeah, it is kind of, and again, Avatar not getting cinematography in a list of 16, that's not great. That is just not great. I hope that Tron gets visual effects. I don't know why I went in for visual effects, because the shortlist this year, I'm not gonna lie, is a bit underwhelming. Because, like, no Fantastic Four, that didn't get in. And then there was, like, what was it? Oh, yeah, Mickey 17 didn't get in. I guess for me, it would be, like, Avatar, Fire, and Ash. The Lost Bus. I think The Lost Bus actually has a good case to make for visual effects. Superman, Tron, Ares, and if the effects in Wicked for Good are about as good as the first one, I'd say Wicked for Good. But I know it's not going to be all 5 of those, because I don't think Tron Ares is going to get in. I think F1 is going to get in. But again, The Lost Bus. Watch out for The Lost Bus in visual effects. I think that actually may happen. Look up the visual effects breakdowns for the film. It has big fire and smoke effects. It's like pretty dynamic, so it might actually happen. People are doubting No Other Choice because Parasite is the only film from South Korea to get any Oscar noms, and the director's past films were looked over. Yes, but here's the problem. Like, No Other Choice is, like, easily the most Oscar-friendly movie that Park Chan-wook has made. And again, it's doing very, very well in screenplay right now, so... And The Electric State made it in. Hey, look, I'll say this about The Electric State getting in. I respect it. I respect The Electric State getting in, because you know what that shows? What this shows is that there was no excuse for, like, oh, we just like the movie or whatever. No, because everyone hates this movie. They only put it in for visual effects because they were impressed by it. And you know what? I gotta respect this. I gotta respect that. Because best visual effects should not be best movie with visual effects. It should be best visual effects. And I feel like even if a movie's garbage, if a movie is like complete dog shit, if it has really good visual effects, you should consider it for best visual effects. And I think that was, you know, I respect this. I don't think it's gonna get nominated, but again, I respect it. Like, because again, it's not just a best. Because again, that's just how the tech category should be. It should not just be like glazing only Best Picture nominees. It should be looking at the craft in of itself, regardless of whether or not the movie itself is any good. Surat can get into Best Picture. I mean, I have it in the bubble, but I don't think it's going to happen. Because again, just because you do very well on the shortlist does not automatically mean you're going to get into Best Picture. Like, look at Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Like, that made, like, what? Like, almost every shortlist that year, and that didn't get into Best Picture. Watch out for Frankenstein in visual effects. I think what will definitely make me go, is when we see the Visual Effects Society Awards nominations. That will do it for me. Because I think, like, that... Because, like, let's say if Sinners gets, like, 4 nominations. I'd be like, oh, that might be in at this point. But, like, the thing is, like, Sinners and Frankenstein, they're going to get nominated for, like, the supporting visual effects category, which isn't really going to help us much. Because that category is not really competitive. Really, because, like, anything can really get in there. So I think what you need to do is look at how many, and look at what nominations it ultimately has. Sinners and Frankenstein. If they both get, like, again, if they both get, like, 4 nominations, then take that very seriously. Like, obviously, it's not a matter of, like, how many awards does a film have, and, like, does that mean, like, if a movie has a low nomination turnout, does that mean it's weak? That does not necessarily mean the case, but I started taking Better Man, the Robbie Williams Monkey movie, much more seriously for visual effects when it got, like, I think it had, like, 4 nominations that year. I was like, oh, okay, so it's just happening. It's just gonna happen. Hot take, Sinners doesn't deserve visual effects. There wasn't amazing special stuff. I mean, look, I love Sinners. It deserves to win Best Picture. But I do not disagree. I don't disagree. Like, and people are like, oh, but they did twin effects. It's like, every movie has twin effects. Like, when they're like, you know, because people were like, you know, oh, hold on. Like, because people were like, oh, look at that scene, you know, where they're, like, passing the cigarette around. It's like, you can do that with proper planning. You just need proper planning. And yes, I know there were like a couple of scenes where like they like because people were like, oh well, you know, they put like this big rig on Michael B. Jordan to have him have a CGI head, but it's like that's only for like a couple of shots, I think, where they were like doing the fight, and even that's not very long. It's not very dynamic. Again, I feel like Mickey 17 had more impressive clone effects because it actually was some really, really crazy stuff that really shouldn't have worked. So again, yeah, Sinners is the best movie of the year, but I don't want it to be nominated for visual effects. Again, just because it's best visual effects, not best movie with visual effects. If you look at some previous visual effects or makeup nominees, there are some pretty crappy movies that got nominated. Yeah, like I remember like a few years ago, Coming to America got nominated for best makeup, which, hey, again, not a good movie, but I thought it should have won best makeup and hairstyling because that's what the category's for. It shouldn't be about honoring just good movies in that category because it's not about that. It's about the craft. And I feel like people are trying to make excuses to weave around that. Like, oh, does it serve the story? It's like, no, like, that's not what it's about. Like, by saying, how well do the effects serve the story? How well does the makeup serve the story? That's just inherently saying only good movies should win this award. Which, again, I feel like is just unfair to the actual craft being done. It's like, the quality of the movie should not matter in these categories. Even Norbit got nominated for visual effects. It actually didn't. No, it was makeup. Yeah, makeup. Yeah, and Norbit deserved it. I thought Norbit deserved it. Yeah. Also, until 1962, they awarded both photographic effects and sound effects. Yeah. The last time where a film like Sinners won visual effects would have been like Forrest Gump, but even that has legless Gary Sinise. Well, no, Forrest Gump had a lot of crazy stuff going on. It wasn't just like putting Tom Hanks into, you know, those worlds, which, again, that was different because that was 1994 and no one had ever done anything quite like that to that scale before. Like, there was a lot of visual effects in Forrest Gump. And if Sinners came out, you know, if Sinners came out like, hell, even if it came out in the year 2000, I'd probably consider it more for visual effects. But it's not the year 2000. It's not 1994. Like, we're in an era now where visual effects is way more competitive, and I know people are going to say, well, it's best visual effects, not biggest visual effects. Well, sometimes the bigger visual effects films are the ones that are doing the more impressive stuff and the more ambitious stuff, because it's just, again, visual effects have just come a long way right now. Yeah, I know, but I meant with Forrest, I meant more unnoticeable visual effects. I mean, it's also kind of hard to say because with Sinners, it technically is doing bigger visual effects things than Forrest Gump, because there still are some like big action scenes and there's like a CGI snake. So like, I mean, yeah, Forrest Gump is more unnoticeable with its visual effects, but it's also not trying to be as big or ambitious as something like Sinners is. So again, it's not a complete, you know, 1-to-1, but we'll have to see. So will F1 be nominated for visual effects? My prediction is that it will, because my personal picks would be Avatar: Fire and Ash, The Lost Bus, Superman, Tron, Ares, Wicked for Good. Again, from the shortlist. But if I'm predicting Avatar: Fire and Ash, F1, The Lost Bus, Superman, Wicked for Good. And I think, even though I don't have Wicked for Good in for Best Picture, again, visual effects is a category where that does not matter. It does not matter if you're in Best Picture, because the number of films, the number of Best Picture films that were snubbed for visual effects is like astronomically high. Again, Oppenheimer, Poor Things, The Substance, Everything Everywhere All at Once, Dunkirk, Shape of Water, Arrival, like the Ford v Ferrari. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. So it just does not matter if you're in Best Picture. I just have a bad feeling F1 will get snubbed like Challengers. I don't think that's really that's not really the same comparison, because like, people were kind of like mid on Challengers. They didn't really care for it that much. And whereas F1 was a big crowd pleaser. And even then, it's like F1. But even then with F1, It's like the categories it's going for, unlike, are a bit different from challengers. Like, I think, like, obviously challengers was never going to be a visual effects contender or a sound contender, but F1 is, so, Was there that much makeup in Sinners? I can't remember. There was a little bit of makeup. Like, there was, like, at the end where they're turning into, like, little monsters, like, and they're, like, they look like Resident Evil monsters or something like that. And then there's also the I Lied to You sequence where, you know, when you see the history of black culture and music, you see, like, a lot of different kind of, you know, makeup and a lot of different, you know, hairstyles that, you know, the decade, like, that the decades had. So there is now, granted, that's a little bit less noticeable because the camera's like constantly moving and you never really get like a good look at the makeup and hair during that scene, but it is there. So yeah. I mean, for like sound or editing. Oh, sound is easier because again, F1 can get sound without Best Picture. That's fine. Editing, I don't think it's going to get editing. Like you kind of do need to be in Best Picture to be nominated for editing. People have The Secret Agent in Best Picture. That would be 3 international. Is that not, that's not odd? Well, I mean, I actually have 4 neons because I also have no other choice. But here's the thing. So many of the American films have been underwhelming, like Wicked and Avatar. It's like, you might as well go with at least 3 because at least those films have strength. F1 in Best Picture is crazy. Yeah, I don't have F1 in Best Picture. I don't. Is Ann Lee coming for the 2026 Oscars, or is it coming? No, it's competing for this year's Oscars. It's just not doing well. I feel like after The Hunt, we'll get something like challenge. No, really? Really? I'm being mean. But no, like the moment after the Hunt's reviews came out, like and they were like really garbage. It's like, yep, this is not going to get any nominations. F1 is more Oscar pleasing, plus the film was popular in both Hollywood and internationally. But where are its Best Picture nominations? Like, it's only getting TAC nominations. It's not getting Best Picture anywhere. And again, if it were to only get in at PGA, that's not good enough, because the PGA does nominate like the big popular films a lot. Like big blockbusters, because they nominated Deadpool, they nominated Wonder Woman, they nominated Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, they nominated... I'm trying to think of like some of the other like big blockbustery type films, but it's like no one's nominating F1 for Best Picture. I'm struggling to think of what the 5th nomination for production design. Like this year, we could have both production design categories in the same nominations. I'm doing something kind of drastic, and granted, this is a little bit of a spoiler of what I'm gonna do. Let's see, this is going to be a bit of a spoiler, but hear me out on this. Picture this. Hold on. For production design... Oh my god, this thing is taking forever. I actually have... Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Oopsies. I actually have sentimental value in production design. Because, like, the film's interesting with its production design. Because it's like, a lot of it is, like, one house, but you see the house change very drastically throughout the film. Like, through different eras. Going from, like, you know, like, really old-timey stuff to, like, a little bit more modern stuff, and up to, like, you know, the current, you know, kind of blocky architecture we have currently. And I think sentimental value can do that. Because again, look at The Father. The Father did this exact same thing. The Father was able to do that. And also, this was shortlisted for production design at the Critics' Choice Awards. And I was wondering, wait, what? Why sentimental value? But then looking back on it, I'm like, oh, that makes way too much sense. That would be way too cool, but it's possible. That's not crazy to say. That's what I'm saying. Like, and also BAFTA's gonna really like sentimental value. And granted, we don't really have the nominations for BAFTA, until after the Oscars. But do we not think BAFTA could maybe just nominate sentimental value? They could. Now, granted, because here's the thing. I'm even more confident in it over Wicked because I have not seen Wicked. But for those of you who have seen Wicked, do they really go to any big new places that are like big and showy in production design, or is it mostly the same sets? Like, I know that there are some new locations, but are they like as big and showy as the last film, or are the big showy stuff mostly stuff that we've already seen before? They go to enough new places. That doesn't tell me a whole lot. Wicked for Good's third act is so showy. Yes, new castle location of Wicked is showy. All right, but again, like, I don't know. Again, I have to try to see that for myself. But let's see. I have Kiss of the Spider Woman. Oh, I think Kiss of the Spider Woman is getting goose egged. I think it's getting kind of goose egged. I've seen sentimental value, and that's not happening. I put Marty Supreme and or Avatar above it. Well, I've seen sentimental value, and I think it can happen. I mean, I'm just saying, it's like, that's not, like, this is not an impossible thing. Again, the production design, like, is actually doing quite a bit. Marty's ahead of it, probably. But here's the other problem. Marty Supreme is also underperforming in some areas. Like, Josh Safdie didn't get in that director at the Golden Globes, and he lost a director nomination to Guillermo del Toro for Frankenstein, which I didn't think was going to happen. And not only that, but it also missed score at the Golden Globes. That's not a great sign that it's not starting off so well, even though it had other nominations. Alright, the secret agent and costume design. Costume design could definitely happen for the secret agent, I will say. I think it can happen. I just have one battle after another now because I think there is a chance that they could just like max out on that. Unless they just don't do Wicked for Good, which I think that's a bit of a harder case to make than it missing production design. I have Secret Agent for original screenplay instead of Jay Kelly. I believe in it. No, I do too. Like, again, Jay Kelly's dead. I don't think Jay Kelly's getting a single nomination. Like, the industry, people were like, oh, just wait for the industry, just wait for the industry, just wait for the industry. The industry doesn't like this movie. Even the industry doesn't like Jay Kelly. It's just gonna be Secret Agent. Like, Secret Agent's gonna get in. And even then, I would say that, honestly, Sorry Baby and Blue Moon are above Jay Kelly. If Anley didn't get shortlisted for anything, it didn't get production design or costume design. Yeah, that's another thing. That was really upsetting that Clothed by the Sun didn't get shortlisted for Best Original Song, because it's better than most of those movies that were in the shortlist. Because you know what? Maybe they should take away that. Maybe the Oscars should take away that rule where only two songs from a movie can get nominated, because, because like I know what they're trying to do. They're trying, oh, we want to have more spots for more movies. But if the songs are going to be this mid, then give us more K-pop Demon Hunter songs. Give us more Sinner songs. Like if the competition is not good enough, then we might as well I'd rather the best original song category comprised of mostly the same movies but with banger songs than multiple different movies with mid songs. Do you think Sentimental Value will get the nom for production design? Well, we just discussed that, and I do think that's happening. I think the production design in Sentimental Value is showy enough, and it does kind of there is a bit of a narrative with the production design and how it sort of helps tell the story in the film. So yeah. I have House of Dynamite in original screenplay. Oh, House of Dynamite's dead. It's not going to get a single nomination. It's kind of done. Blue Moon could surprise us in screenplay. I am looking out for that. That is a possibility, actually. Because I'm looking out for PGA. I am looking out for PGA because here's a little thing that you guys want to know about the PGA for the past couple of years. In the past couple of years, the PGA 10 for Best Picture matched up with Golden Globes Best Picture nominees 10 for 10. Last year, even September 5 managed to get into PGA. And then with the previous year, you had Zone of Interest and Anatomy of a Fall. I don't know what it is about the new Globes, but it seems like they seem to sort of point PGA in a certain direction. So I think Blue Moon may actually get PGA. Sony Pictures Classics is good with actors and writers? Probably, yeah. Thoughts on Ethan Hawke? I think he's a very good actor. Oh, you're replying to someone else. Okay, we got roughly 1 more hour until I end the stream. We got about 1 hour left. So, again, can we get any super chats? Can we get any gifted memberships? If you're wondering how to gift memberships, just go to the little the little chat below. You see the little $sign at the bottom, show your support for the Hannahcast, and there's a little option to gift memberships. Oh my god. Where is gift? Look, again, look at where the chat is. Go to the little $sign next to the chat thing, and if you scroll, there'll be a thing that says membership gifting, and you can gift other people memberships to the channel. So yeah. Pale Pale Moon was the best song in Sinners. I wish there had been a push for it. Honestly, both Sinners and K-pop Demon Hunters had so many amazing songs. I don't understand why, Netflix only submitted Golden for Best Original Song. Which, hey, look, Golden's a great song. I think it's an S-tier song. But I think how it's done, and this is what it sounds like, are even better songs. I think they're even better. So, I feel again, you could just comprise Best Original Song of just Sinners and K-pop Demon Hunter songs. Wait, you don't see membership gifting. What? That's weird. Hold on, maybe I could try to help. Maybe I could try to help out with this. Let me just, okay. Here we go. Okay, so there's the, oh, hold on. God, I'm sneezing a lot. Ugh. Okay. See this? There should be a little $sign here. And then there's membership gifting. So yeah, that's probably about like how you would go about it. What? Oh wait, I could put up the super chat goal in this, but not on my computer. That's weird. Hold on. Hold on. There we go. There's the goal. I don't know why it's not doing that. I don't know why. Maybe it just needs to maybe it just needs to load or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, we finally have the goal up. 10 super chats. Let's see if we can pull that off. But yeah, let's see. Hot take. I don't like any of the K-pop songs. Oh, that is a hot take because I love like I say this in my best original song tier list because like in my tier list, like where I say like, well, now I kind of get, you know, how how people felt with like Frozen back in the day, where they were being like annoying Frozen stands. Well, now I'm an annoying K-pop Demon Hunters stan. So, yeah. Do you think the Oscars could do with a best orchestrations category or best music supervision? I don't know. Or the orchestrations thing is like, I get what you're saying, but it's like, I don't know. I don't think I really need like an orchestrations category because like we already kind of have best original score for that, and I don't really know how the orchestrator is gonna like completely make or break like the score and stuff. Like, I mean, obviously the conductor's like a very like, I don't know, I don't know. I feel like that. I don't know. I feel like that and music supervision is mostly just adding categories, just to add categories, in my opinion. I totally get it. I'm very picky over the top, over the K-pop, over the K-pop songs I enjoy. Is F1 in score? Begonia, Marty Supreme, Wicked for Good. If you're talking about the short list, I think so. Also, thank you for the super chat. Everyone, give that a like. We want to give that a little like. But yeah. For score, this is the short list. Avatar, Fire and Ash, Begonia, Captain America, Brave New World, Diane Warren, Relentless, F1, Frankenstein, Hamnet, Hedda, House of Dynamite, J. Kelly, Marty Supreme, Nuremberg, One Battle After Another, Sinners, Surratt, Train Dreams, Tron Ares, Truth and Treason, Wake Up Dead Man, Wicked for Good. Now there is one thing I noticed that I want to show you guys. There is this award show called the Society of Composers and Lyricists Awards. All right. And it's funny with this because they are either incredibly accurate to what gets the Oscar nomination, or they are not on the money at all for Best Original Score. Like, they're, like, half of the, like, they've been around for, like, 6 years in terms of the winners and stuff. Half of them were, like, 5 out of 5, and there were, like, but then the other 3, there was, like, 1 year where they went 3 out of 5, then there was another year where they went 2 out of 5, and then 1 year where they went 1 out of 5. But the thing is, the major contenders were not in those years where the Society of Composers and Lyricists didn't match up with the Oscar nominees. They did not nominate the films that were like big and front running. So what does this mean? Well, here you could clearly see there are a lot of major contenders here. So I think this year we will actually, I don't know if it's going to go 5 out of 5, but I do want to try to hedge my bets on that. And so my predictions for here are pretty interesting. And I will say, yo, movie guy, thank you for the wait, is that, wait, I don't know if that's actually $5. I don't, if that might be, it's $5 Canadian. I know that. But thank you so much. Oh my God. Do you have any predictions and guesses about which shorts could get nominated or win? I'm not sure. I will, like, we'll get back to this here in a second, but I do want to finish up the score thing. I will say F1 did not get nominated here, which is pretty bad for it. My theory is that we will actually see. I think we'll have Sinners, Frankenstein, One Battle After Another, Hamnet, and Begonia nominated for score. Or if Train Dreams gets into Best Picture, I think Train Dreams gets in. So yeah. But anyways, what shorts could win? I don't know anything about the shorts, admittedly, so I can't really say. But one thing that I did notice is animated short film. Snow Bear got in. Snow Bear got in. Now, what does this mean? Well, let me show you guys something. This is something you can actually find on YouTube. Also, we're going to give Movie Guys Super Chat a like. Everyone, and also everyone send a little happy... Everyone send... Let's all send happy, happy the little Hannahcast, the little green. If you're a channel member, put in those green, happy face emojis in for Movie Guy. Okay, this thing's taking forever for me. Oh my God, this thing is taking forever. Come on, it's running. Come on. Anyways, let's just go here. Okay. I want you guys to look at this. Snow Bear. This was apparently done by one guy. One guy. Like, this was animated by one dude. Like, one animation veteran. I think this may actually win Best Animated Short Film. Because it kind of has, it seems to have that kind of classic feel to it. And again, just the whole narrative of, like, one guy doing it all is, like, I think that may actually win. I think that may actually win Best Best Animated Short Film. Yo! Thank you, Red Spice, for the 5 gifted memberships. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Hold on. Yeah, I don't know why it's not doing the little thing. But thank you so much. That's exactly that's exactly what we were needing. And I'm just waiting for the chat to, you know, for this chat feature thing to, you know, speed up, because it's like, But thank you so much. Yeah, Red Spice sent super chats to Brian Trujillo, Journey 3478, Eli Sickle, Nancy 210, and Frank G 7574. Thank you so much, Red Spice. Thank you so much, man. You really always come through for us. Like thank you so much for your support. Really, that it means so much to not just me, but everyone here at the channel. Everyone get like everyone give Red Spice some love and chat. Thank you, Red Spice. And thank you, Leo Tennyson, for the super chat. Okay, oh, hold on. Gotta... Okay, what is with this thing? Like, this thing is not... For some reason, my, yeah, what is with this thing? Hold on a second. I need to adjust this. Because this thing is being stupid. I don't know why it's I don't know why it's taking forever for chat, for my little chat thing to pop up. But I'm gonna try to read chat as best as I can. Again, it's not my fault. It's YouTube's fault. YouTube is being dumb. I'm sorry. I believe Snow Bear is winning. Other noms like Autocar, Butterfly, Iru, Playing God, and maybe Forever Green Christian. Please predict shorts. I will try to predict the shorts when it is time to predict final Oscar nominations. Because again, I just don't know anything about the shorts. But I do think Snow Bear is winning. I think Snow Bear is winning. It does have the narrative. It does have the craft behind it. I think that's just probably happening. God, what is with this thing? Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. Oh, I think I realized the problem. Okay, yeah. This thing's just taking forever. Hold on. God, I am still waiting forever for this thing to load. Oh my god. But yeah, there's Red Spice's thing. Okay, Journey, Eli Sickle, Nancy. Again, I'm just waiting forever for this thing. I don't know why I don't know why my computer is being so slow. It is just so slow right now. Oh my god. Look at the award expert posts plus my account, Adriano's account, and Brother Bro's account, and watch them. Snow Bear, Butterfly, and Shininess of the Trees are free on YouTube. All right. Brazil got 5 shortlist mentions: foreign film, casting, documentary, Apocalypse in the Tropics, live action short, Yellow, and cinematography for Train Dreams. Oh, well, the cinematographer is Brazilian. Oh. I don't know what. God, this thing is taking forever to load. Why is my chat not updating? Let's just see if this can work. Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Would you like a jelly baby? A jelly baby? What? Oh my god, thank you, Movie Guy, for the super chat. We're already at 4 super chats right now. Like, my god. We're already doing so well. What documentaries do you think have the best chance of being nominated or winning? I don't know. I think maybe 2,000 Meters to Andrivka might get in. It is kind of hard to predict the cinematography, the documentary the category, because they always snub the frontrunners. Like, significantly so, which is kind of worried about The Perfect Neighbor. I'm kind of worried about The Perfect Neighbor because it's in that bad spot of being the frontrunner. And I do worry about it getting about it getting snubbed. I do worry about that. Cover up. W in the beginning with a word sounds like a V in Portuguese. Yeah, yeah. No, all right, Roman numerals. All right. So yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not I think my undesirable friends might get in, and I think Andrivka is probably going to get in as well. Seems to be doing that pretty well. But like again, Perfect Neighbor, like it is doing pretty well, but again, the front runners always get snubbed in that. So it's kind of tough. Oh, 12 or 14. All right. Oh, yeah, I forgot to give Movie Guy a like. Not just a like, but also a heart. But still, thank you, Movie Guy. Yeah, in terms of, what documentaries have a chance of being nominated for or winning. I will say, if The Perfect Neighbor gets nominated, I think it wins. But the problem, again, with the documentary branch is, does it get the nomination? If it, like, the big issue is if it gets the nomination. That's its biggest hurdle right now. I think Come and See Me in the Good Light, My Undesirable Friends, and Alabama Solution for documentary. Maybe. Are you going to watch My Undesirable Friends? It's over 5 hours. This year I'm going to try to make a valiant effort to watch more of the documentaries. I think I'm going to try to do that. That's like a thing I want to try to do this year. I want to try to watch all the international films. I want to try, like, at least all the international film nominees, the documentary nominees, the short film nominees, so I can fully give, a little bit more of a well-rounded opinion on stuff. Do you have One Battle After Another or Sinners winning sound? I have One Battle After Another. Even though I would prefer it if Sinners won, the problem is I have One Battle After Another winning Best Picture, and again, if it's winning Best Picture, I think it's probably going to win editing and sound. So, yeah. So it's probably going to be something like that. But Oppenheimer didn't win sound. We don't really have... I mean, yeah, true, but the Zone of Interest was also, like, something so new in sound. Like, that was, like... That was kind of like just like a really random, like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. There's nothing really that has that kind of sound narrative this year, so it's kind of like, It's Samuel L. Jackson's birthday today. Well, happy birthday to Samuel L. Jackson. But yeah. One thing I do find strange is that Tron Ares got in 3 shortlists: visual effects, score, and song, but not sound? How? What? Like, even the other 2 Tron movies got nominated for sound. Like, how did it not make the shortlist? I'm gonna be real. I probably would have nominated. I would have nominated Tron Ares for sound probably over a few of these films. Like, at least over maybe over Frankenstein or One Battle, maybe. I've not seen Springsteen, haven't seen Wicked, haven't seen Surat, haven't seen Mission Impossible, haven't seen Avatar, but still, it's like, I think Tron Ares should have been in the shortlist somewhere. Although I will say, I do like that Superman got sound. Superman getting sound was pretty cool. I'm like, ooh. It would be neat if it got sound, but I don't think it's going to. Even though, again, because the sound work actually was pretty good in Superman. I really did like that. Planning on rewatching The Incredibles. Ooh. Trying to think of, like, what else. I found it weird that the first Lord of the Rings got, one cinematography, but none of the other 2 were nominated. Yeah, that is very bizarre to me. It is very bizarre that happened. Especially with, like, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King, winning 11 Oscars. You would think it would, like, cinematography would have been one of them, but no. Another thing I need to try to do is, like, listen to, like, at least a couple tracks for each of the score shortlisted films. That's something I also try to do. Like, every year I try to listen to the entire shortlist for Best Original Song and the entire shortlist for obviously not all the tracks for all the scores, but, like, listen to, like, some good snippets of the scores for each of the shortlisted films, so I can get a good idea of even what I would want. Also, The Two Towers won sound editing, but none of the other 2 were nominated. Yeah, that's weird. It is weird that happened. Like, what? Yeah, that is very bizarre to me. And my God, we're already doing pretty dang well with, we're already doing pretty dang well with super chats and what's the word I'm looking for? Super chats and memberships. Like, we're doing so, like, again, I hope we can keep it coming because this is great so far. And also, this might be the, I'm wondering, maybe I could do a Christmas Eve stream, maybe? I wonder if I could do, like, a Christmas Eve stream. Maybe I could maybe consider that. Also, the third one won Best Original Song for a song no one remembers a verse. I don't know, like, I do, though, especially the Lord of the Rings fans, they really do like Into the West. And Into the West is actually not a bad song. It's actually a pretty good song. I'm not sure if it would be my pick, but also I don't really know what else was nominated that year. So it's like, I'll cut them a little slack. Like, Into the West, plus, when you have, when you're watching Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, like, Into the West is like a perfect, like, send-off kind of song for the franchise. So I get it. I get why it won. Yeah, Into the West was the best that year. Yeah, a lot of people really love Into the West. So yeah, it's like there are definitely people that remember that song. Even I'm remembering Into the West. And also, I just realized Fraser Portman is a member, and you can be a member too, if you become a membership. No, if you become a membership, if you become a member, which is $2 a month, where you get special emojis, badges, members only videos, members only access to the Discord server, members only live streams. Which I'm going to try to do some more of those. I do want to try to do some more of those. Maybe I could do those in like the mornings and stuff. But yeah, member, and yes, let's see, members, shout outs at the end of my videos, so you'll have that, and early access to Oscar predictions videos, and I will say, like, I'm going to be, after the stream, I'm going to be doing a collab with someone. Yo, Movie Guy just became a member. Thank you so much, Movie Guy, for becoming a member to the channel. But let's see. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, I'm going to be filming a collab today with another Oscar pundit that you all might know about. And that video is actually the video is going to go live publicly. Actually, because like, let me look at, it's going to be for Critics' Choice winners, like Critics' Choice winner predictions. Okay, so the Critics' Choice Awards will be on the 4th. The video will go up publicly on probably 1 week from today. 1 week, on the 28th, I'll probably put that video up. Publicly, at least. But, however, members will be able to access that video a little bit earlier than usual, because I do want to give members some exclusive perks like that. So if you're a member of the channel, you know, keep an eye out sometime. I'm not sure if it'll be today. Maybe it could be today. I don't have a reason to not put it up for members early today. So keep an eye out for that little collab. And hey, Movie Guy has the little Hannahcast logo. Exactly. You get the little Hannahcast logo as your emote, as like an emoji. Return of the King, which is personally my least favorite, also won original score when Finding Nemo should. I do agree that maybe I would have nominated Finding Nemo. But again, I'm not upset over Return of the King winning. It did have a great score. I might be the only person who thinks Lord of the Rings score is pretty generic and forgettable. Wait, the entire Lord of the Rings score? Oh, wow. Okay, yeah, I definitely disagree with that. I think, especially since, like, Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring, like, that's the first one. Like, that has most of the original themes. I don't know. Fellowship of the Ring, I think, has, like, one of the best scores in any film, so I disagree with you there. I just joined today. Hey! Thank you so much, Movie Guy. That's it. We have 30 minutes. We have 30 minutes until the end of this stream. Or actually, maybe less than 30 minutes. Maybe a little bit less than 30 minutes, because I want a little bit of prep time for the collab. So, yeah. So we only have so we're currently at 4 out of 10 super chats. So if anyone wants to, you know, put in any super chats or something like that, or if you just want gift memberships and you want to do it that way, that's cool. But yeah, we're almost already halfway there. Can we get a few more super chats before the end of the stream? We'll have to see. Also, Pirates of the Caribbean was snubbed in Best Score of the Year. Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl should have won. Because, like, that is one of the best scores ever, dude. Oh, my God. And it's not even the whole dun. It's not even just the whole dun 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 dun. It's like there's already like so many great themes, like the Jack Sparrow thing, like dun 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 dun, all that stuff. And then there's that like magnificent sweep at the end of the film. Like, oh my god, like that entire like third, like that not third act, but like that whole like final bit of Pirates of the Caribbean, Curse of the Black Pearl. Oh my god, the score is like, it's literally like the score for like adventure and stuff. I love that. I like, the score in that movie is so good. Oh my god. And also, speaking of score, let's take a look at where the Critics Awards are going, because, oh boy, Sinners is winning a lot of awards. Yay! People are saying, no, one battle after another. No, we don't want you to win. You're a shitty score. What? Sinners has the best score of the year. Let's go! I'm happy about this. Because Sinners has like one of the best scores of this decade. I don't care how many Oscars Ludwig Göransson already has. Give him another, because he deserves it for this. Okay? Because like one battle, like get the stupid piano keys and one battle after another. Boo. I hate that. No. Sinners, like oh my god, like the score, so good. I love the score in this. Oh my god. Yo, thank you, Movie Guy, for the super chat. What do you think will be the biggest surprise of the Oscar nominations? Jesus Christ, thank you so much for your support. That helps us a lot. Again, everybody, give Movie Guy a like. And also put in those happy Hannahcast emojis and those heart emojis. Actually, put in those heart emojis and those happy cast emojis, because Movie Guy is going to town. Thank you so much for your support. But yeah, what would be the biggest surprise of the Oscar nominations? It's hard to say, because if it's a surprise, I'm not going to be able to call that. So that's kind of tough. But, what do I think is, like, I think maybe, like, one of the bigger surprise, like, okay, well, it also depends on, like, if there's a bad surprise, like, you know, if Sinners gets nominated for, if Sinners gets snubbed out of score, that's going to be a surprise I'm not going to like. But yeah, I don't think that's happening. I don't think it's gonna get snubbed out of score. Not when it's a top 2 contender. I want to say a great surprise would be Ryan Coogler for Best Director, because I really want him to get nominated. He deserves to win, but he is also in like a blockbuster-y kind of film, so I'm kind of worried that he gets snubbed, but who knows? I do want him to win, though. But, however, I think one surprise that I know for a fact won't happen, but I would just love it, would be Daniel Day-Lewis for Best Lead Actor for Anemone. Again, say what you will about the film. I thought he was fantastic in the film. I thought he deserves a nomination, and if he won, I would not be upset. So yeah. I will admit that watching One Battle, I thought the score was genius. I listened to it on its own, thought it was a bit mid. For me, the score in One Battle completely took me out of the film. It was completely distracting. Whereas Sinners, it was literally sucking me more into that world. Like, everything about the score in Sinners is so superior to, to One Battle. It's nuts. Let's see. The Neighbor is on Netflix. Apocalypse in the Tropics is on Netflix. Cover Up is on Netflix. Come See Me in the Good Light is on Apple TV Plus. Deaf President Now, Apple TV Plus. The Encampments is on Roku channel. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Ooh, another big surprise it would be if Miles Caton got into supporting actor. Or hell, if Delroy... Hell, just any of the Sinners boys getting into supporting actor. I'd be like, that would tell me, again, ooh, Sinners is surging. It's having a great day. Maybe it could win Best Picture. God, like, the idea of Sinners potentially winning Best Picture for me would be so amazing, because if Sinners wins Best Picture, that will be like one of the best like Best Picture winners we've had. Like it'd be up there with Oppenheimer in terms of like a great Best Picture winner. Like, that's how good of a Best Picture winner that would be. I would love that so much. Oh my god. So yeah. Hopefully people get tired of one battle and we can start having a Sinners sweep. Let's go. Let's have a Sinners sweep, everybody. We want a Sinners sweep. Let's see. I will say it is pretty interesting how Accident is winning so many of the international awards. Honestly, yeah, I could honestly just like... Uh-oh. Yeah. I can keep up with chat like right here. So if I see a little chat pop up, I can be like, ooh, Sinners winning casting, that would be great. I'm still worried that One Battle After Another might take it, but again, who knows? Cinematography, Sinners, or should I say cinematography? Ha. Anyways, yeah, I'll be here all week. Film editing, I would love it if Sinners won this, but One Battle, production design, Sinners is actually kind of doing okay in production design, which would be crazy. Let's see, and obviously, well, Sinners are gonna win song, whatever. Like that's just gonna happen, and we will cheer. But yeah, the fact that Sinners is win competitive in so many categories makes me so happy. It makes me into the happy cast. But yeah. Anybody have any more thoughts? Like, or like, other things that we could bring up? Also, I will say the fact that The Sinners is the runner-up for Best Picture in a lot of categories, I'm like, ooh, that's interesting. The Cutler Beckett death scene in the third film was one of the best music compositions ever. Oh yeah, that scene was insane. Also, the effects are amazing in that. Oh my god, thank you, Movie Guy, for the super chat. What do you think will win PGA? Well, right now, I'm going to say One Battle After Another. I'm going to say One Battle After Another wins, because I just need to prepare myself for One Battle After Another to win a ton of awards. But, however... however, I will say, if there's any film that could take PGA, it might be Sinners. It might be. Who knows? Again, I would love it if Sinners won. Yay. If Sinners won PGA and SAG Ensemble, I'd be like, all right, it's winning Best Picture. Let's go. Woo! I would have actual, like, good reason to... Because at that point, it would have PGA, SAG Ensemble, Writers Guild... And the only thing it wouldn't win would be DGA, which, okay, I wish he would win director, but hey, whatever it takes Sinners to win Best Picture. I hope Sinners win SAG, Best Ensemble of the Year, actually. I mean, hey, I would, again, if it helps Sinners win Best Picture, I will take it. I want Sinners to win Best Picture. I want Sinners to win Best Picture, and so, yeah. Also, again, everyone, put give Movie Guys super chat a like. We have 6 super chats so far. Can we reach 10 by the end of this stream, which I have to end in less than 20 minutes? Let's see. But yeah, and also put in those blue Hannahcast hearts and the little green happy casts. Like to thank movie guy like these. I'm scared that House of Dynamite can be nominated at the Eddie Awards. I'm not scared because I would like that. I think House of Dynamite had some deserving editing. Like the editing in that movie I thought was very, very good. Who is going to be our lone screenplay nominee? I think we have had a lone screenplay nominee in the last 4 years. I don't know. The problem is like a lot of the films contending for screenplay are films that are contending in other categories. I guess the one option you could maybe say is Sorry Baby. Maybe. But also, it's also kind of like, is it going to be stronger than The Secret Agent in that regard? I'm not exactly sure. Because The Secret Agent could very well get original screenplay. It very well could do that. Could no other choice get into Eddie? I'm not sure. Maybe. But it's also an international film, which those don't tend to do extremely well. Unless, you know, you're like top 5 for Best Picture. I'm not sure if it's going to be that. Here's hoping. I thought a lone screenplay nod this year would be Adapted. Well, again, I feel like, I don't know. When it comes to like lone Adapted, I don't know what would be the lone nominee. Because like, whatever is getting in for Adapted Screenplay, it's going to be this top 6. You know, One Battle, Hamnet, Begonia, Train Dreams, No Other Choice, Frankenstein. It's going to be one of these top 6. But all these films are also contending for multiple film. Train Dreams is contending. I mean, at this point, you have to say Emma Stone is in over Amanda Seyfried, because like it's very clear the Academy hates The Testament of Oscars in general are overrated. Like just in case it has this or that director credited, or because it got a lot of marketing, because a lot of buzz. Like admittedly, I'm kind of like, look, I will I'll trash on Nora all I want, and I'll say that One Battle is mid as much as I want, but people do love those movies. People do love those movies. Is campaigning that only gets, but that doesn't necessarily make them want to, you know, vote for the movie. But yeah. Sorry Baby and Pelion are the main contenders for DGA First Film. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Contention right now. Again, Sorry Baby could happen. That is definitely a possibility that might happen. I probably will do a Christmas Eve stream. Main character of Amelie is fantastic. Maybe one of the best films of the year. I love Little Amelie. I still prefer K-pop Demon Hunters, but Little Amelie is. Okay, we might be back. Are we back? Yep, we're back. Okay, cool. Yay! We back. Okay. Oh. Man. And even my chat highlight thing is kind of bugging out right now. What the? Wait, what the? Did this like come in like? Oh wait. Okay, so some of these, okay, looks like it's now updating. Have you seen Jan Dielman? 23 Kaidu Commerce 1080. I've not heard of that at all. I've not heard of that at all. So we'll have to see. Okay, so yeah. Trying to think of like what else we could what else I'm thinking about. Oh wait, I have Syrah. Do I want to do Syrah sound? I don't know. Maybe. I guess it could make sense to put Syrah sound right now. I need to try to see Syrah at some point. Uh-oh, what's this? 6, 7, huh? 6, 7, huh? Oh my god. You goofy goobers. Okay, so we got about 10 minutes until my collab. So I might go for like 5 more minutes. Let's talk about Movie Wise. I don't know anything about Movie Wise. Ah! Well, let's see. I'm looking at this right in here, and they're calling this shot in Sinners mid. Okay, we don't take them seriously. We do not. We don't need to take Movie Wise seriously. Do gaming streams? I might consider that, but the problem is I don't have a second monitor. If I want to try to do that, I want to try to have like a second monitor. Unless you guys are cool with not having the messages just be on screen. Now, granted, I think if I were to do gaming streams, it would have to be like for members, because I don't want the algorithm to get all, fucky. But, I might try to do some gaming streams. We'll have to see. Golden by Harry Styles is amazing. What does he go? Gonna be golden. Was it gonna be golden? Ain't it? Gonna be golden, mate. Hello, cheerio. I'm funny. Thank you, Christian. You are funny. Thank you, other Christian. Hello. I'm not hiding like I'm shining like I'm meant to be. I'm done shining. I'm not. Wait, actually, wait. I'm trying to think even though I'm pretty sure that's not how Harry Styles sings. It's just like, oh my god. Like, hold on, wait. I want. I was a ghost. I was alone. Huh? Wait, we're going up. It's our moment. You know, together we're glowing. Gonna be golden. Oh, up with our voices. I don't speak Korean. Gonna be golden. Oh, I'm done hiding. Now I'm shining like I'm born to be. In it. Oh, our time, no fears, no lies. That's who we're born to be. just like, again, that's not how he sings. Just like, I don't know, I just like, that's just really funny. I mean, just like a white British guy just singing that song. Gonna be golden. And no one's replying. All right, this bit has died. God, everyone's already left. All right. Does anybody have any final thoughts before we head out? Does anybody have any final thoughts before we jump off stream? And again, I'm going to try to do... Again, you're getting a few new videos coming up. Like I said, my collab that I'm doing for my Critics' Choice winner predictions. Like, if that were, like, yeah, like, I'm going to put that up for members first pretty soon after, like, maybe today, maybe tomorrow, I'm not sure. But then that will go publicly on the 28th, 1 week from today. Let's see. What would be your favorite Oscar nomination if it happens? Oh, well, I'll probably, like, say which one I'm not expecting that would really excite me. One, Ryan, I guess I am expecting Ryan Coogler at this point, but if Miles Caton got in for supporting actor, I would be so happy. If he actually managed to get in, that would be great, because again, that would show a lot of strength for Sinners. And same for the Oscar win. Oh, if Ryan Coogler won Best Director and Sinners won Best Picture, that would be, like, so vindicating for me. That would be so vindicating for me, like, yes! Great movies can win Best Picture again! You can't sing. No, I can't. What are you talking about? Of course I could sing. Like, what? No more hiding, I'll be shining like I'm born to be. Cause we are hunters, voice is strong, and now I believe. We're going up, it's our moment. You know what together we're golden. Gonna be golden. Oh, boy, their voices. I still can't speak Korean. Gonna be golden. God. Upset. Would film Twitter be annoying AF if that happened, though? I think people like Sinners enough. Like, I think we're at a situation right here where, like, people really love Sinners and they wouldn't be upset if it won. Hey, movie guy, thank you for the super chat. My God. Hey, and thank you for the compliment of my exquisite British singing. Dub stream. Oh yeah, yeah, exactly. Are you streaming the Critics' Choice post wins? No, I'm not going to be streaming me reacting to the Critics' Choice Awards, but I will be posting a video. Are you talking? Oh wait. Oh, are you talking about, like, me talking about the Critics' Choice winners, like a discussion type vid? Probably. Maybe I could do that. I could probably do, like, an after discussion, maybe the next day or something like that. Have you seen any of the Wonder Woman, Linda Carter, Flash 90s, Adam West Batman TV series? The only one I've seen was a little bit of the Batman TV series, so... Okay, yes. So yeah, sometime after the Critics' Choice Awards, maybe like a day or so after, like an after stream, I could probably do that. It have to be like after I put out the video and maybe give it some time to breathe. Actually, maybe it wouldn't be the day after, because again, I want that reaction video to have time to breathe for itself. So maybe like a few days after that, I will do a stream on the Critics' Choice Award, like talking about the Critics' Choice winners. I think Critics' Choice and Golden Globe will be opposite this year. I think they're going to be very different, I do agree. Anyways, do consider listening to Movie Wise's point on long takes and other films? Maybe. But yeah, guys, I think, unless there's any final thoughts, or any, final contributions to the channel. I forgot, wait, everybody, like Movie Guys, super chat, like Movie Guys super chat. Put in those Hannahcast hearts and smiles in the chat. We need to support. Thank you to all of you who have been supporting this stream. Thank you to Red Spice. Thank you to Movie Guy. Thank you to Leo Tennyson. You guys are helping keep the channel afloat. And honestly, and like I said, I'll do a stream again on Christmas Eve. It's Christmas Eve, mates. Hey! But yeah, I'm going to head out now so that I can get ready for my collab. But, yeah, and if you want, and be sure you hit that subscribe button, because if you don't, Sinners won't win anything.